My name is David DeMello, and I'm the Vice President of Sales at Treeline Incorporated. Today, I'd like to go over a few things on how to prepare for a virtual interview. Researching the organization is a must. Not only the About Us page, but look at white papers, blogs, any new news about the organization, and certainly the LinkedIn profile of the individual or individuals that you're going to be speaking with. You also want to prepare. What I mean by that is ensuring that via video, it's working. No distractions. From a technical aspect, everything is in working order. You also want to make sure that you review the job description, the company, get everything you need, even a list of questions. There's nothing wrong with doing that. Make sure there's no distractions, full reception, nothing in your background, just so the interviewer can be solely focused on you. On top of that, you also want to make sure that you get in that right mindset. You got to have confidence. You got to speak with conviction. Right? You want to show who you are and your personality. That's got to come through in an interview. First impression is always a long-lasting one. So all the things I mentioned is going to lead up to that. But you also want to make sure that you are alert, attentive, and build some rapport. Sit at the edge of your seat. Look at the screen. I know sometimes it's hard to do, but give some good eye contact. And most importantly, dress to impress. First impression, again, is everything. Since this is a video, you want to start building some rapport. Can't do a handshake, can't do any of that in person. So this is the window of opportunity for you to get to know who you're interviewing with. Talk about the upcoming weekend, the past weekend, sports, whatever. Maybe there's some things on LinkedIn that you can correlate with. You want to build that rapport. Let them know that you're human and you have the ability to do so. The formality of the interview is going to begin. And as we all know, it's going to go through your background. They're going to want to know all about you. And that could be a variety of questions. But you want to make sure that you know each and every move that you've made. Why are you looking to leave currently? Why are you interested in this opportunity? And what do you know about them? You also want to know your quotas, percentage of quotas, average deals, sales cycles, audiences, territories. If you don't know, find out. If you're not held to a quota, what did you book? What did you close? How did that compare to your peers? This is sales. So everybody wants to know your accomplishments. Any awards, recognitions, contests, you name it. Be ready to speak on those behalfs. And some situational questions, perhaps about greatest weaknesses, or run me through a deal that you've won. Run me through a deal that you've lost. What'd you learn from it? Right? So have some good examples and some real life experiences that you've had in your sales career. You also want to be prepared with some good questions. There's nothing worse going into an interview not having any questions. I can guarantee you're not moving to the second stage. Anything that pertains to the company, to the position, or to the interviewer, you should be in the clear. Stay away about compensation, vacation times, things of that nature. It's irrelevant. This is a let's get to know each other. Let's see if there's a mutual fit. So focus on those. Anything that pertains to the audiences that they're calling on, rejections, how well the representatives are doing, are just some small things that you can ask to get more acclimated about what's really happening behind the scenes. Now, additional questions that a hiring manager may ask you, besides what do you know about us or why you're interested in us, but it's some really deep thoughted type of answers. Hypotheticals don't work. Those are run of the mill. Think of things in your background that you've experienced that can correlate to the opportunity. And that's why it's important to go back to my initial suggestion is doing research on the organization and the opportunity at hand. As you're always showing positive attitude and excitement, again, sitting at the edge of your seat, showing enthusiasm and interest in the opportunity, that's going to go a long way. You have to be prepared for the close. My recommendation is to ask the interviewer, based on your discussion today and going through your background, is there any questions or any concerns or any reasons why they wouldn't move you forward in the process? This is a powerful question. This is where you must be silent. Let them answer. If they do have concerns, that is your window of opportunity to isolate them, qualify them to ensure that they're no longer concerns, and then ask again, is there any additional concerns? If there are, continuously do that. Overcome the objection or concern, requalify, then ask again until they have no concerns. That's when you go in for the close. Since you do not have any questions or concerns on my ability to perform, what are the next steps in the process and where do we go from here? Typical answer is, well, I'm interviewing a bunch of other people. I'll get back to you. Shouldn't be good enough. Find out when. What is their timeline? How many other people they're interviewing with? This is a sales opportunity. Remember, So how you close in the interview is how you're going to close on the floor. And I would always leave with this. If they say they're going to get back to you at some point next week, qualifying a date and time. And if you do not hear from them by that said date and time, ask them if it's okay to follow up with them. They're going to say yes, and that's a great way to keep your foot in the door and on the top of their list. So hopefully this helped. I wish you the absolute best of luck in your next virtual interview.